Hi, I'm Bill Graziana. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I own O'Hare Towing up in Chicago. I have had the wonderful experience of being the president at the Towing Museum down here in Chattanooga for several years, and I happen to be the person that's sitting at the helm now. I have a wonderful board of directors with me, and we're spread out all over the country, and it's something that's just near and dear to my heart, mostly because I've been in the towing business for over 44 years.
My name is Mike Porter. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm on the board of the museum. I also own a tow company, and I own a company where I help teach towers how to answer the phone in customer service. Been in the tow industry now for about 28 years.
Hi, I'm Jim Jennings. I'm president of Emerald Towing and Emerald Transportation in Pompano Beach, Florida. And I'm also on the board of the Towing Museum here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is the birthplace of the towing industry.
My name is Crystal Griffin. I own She Hands Towing out of West Palm Beach, Florida. I've been doing this for 28 years and I still love it.
What I've told my daughters over the years, I've told my wife over the years of why do I do what I do, I think it boils down to I really like helping people. And being in a tow truck, whether I'm helping the motoring public just clear the road so people can be on with their day, or helping somebody change a tire, or get out of a ditch, or jumpstart their car, or whatever that needs to happen. And we touch so many different other people and businesses that it's always an adventure. That's probably one of the most exciting things, is being able to help people and not doing the same thing every day, day in and day out. It's always a little bit different. There's always a little bit of a different spin, and it's kept it exciting for me for 44 years plus.
And it's important because of the people. And we talk a lot about servicing people, and in the previous video, Bill talks about there's an energy when you're in the heat of the battle and you're helping someone get home safe. And our motto at Newhouse and at my other training company is everyone gets home safe. You know about the Wall of the Fallen. We have approximately 30 drivers, if not more, a year that are killed in the line of duty. And if we have a ceremony once a year, and where they release white flags, and we have the families come that have lost a loved one, and it is moving like nothing else, and we want to stop that. But it's the people. It's not only people that we are servicing, but it's the people in our industry. This industry is families, family-run business, generational sometimes. Or they're like me, who I'm the first generation to do this, and I've been lucky enough to travel all over the country, and we've got really good people in the industry. We got they're just down to earth, trying to do the right thing for the public, and they're a bunch of unsung heroes, and that's why I love this industry, because I've been lucky enough to travel all over the country and meet people from every walks of life, and they're just good people. They're trying to do the right thing. I don't see myself as a tower. I see our whole industry as a service industry. We just happen to have tow trucks that do that. And we are working through the museum, through our TRAAs and our associations to be a professional, to be more professional, to break that mold of what we're looked at times. Some industry media show us as toothless, no uniforms, guys that just show up, and we have worked very hard here at the museum and in our industry to break that mold, because we are part of a service industry, and I take great pride to be a part of that and help train that in our industry.
And that's what the most important thing is to all of us, is the people. You know, to recognize the ones that are no longer with us, and also to recognize the people that are here in this industry today. And especially something that's really near and dear to my heart is the Survivors Fund, which when we have someone that's lost in the industry, we come to their aid with monetary contributions from the industry to anyone that's out there. They don't have to be a member of the industry. We love everyone to be a member of the Towing Museum, but they don't have to be. But we still reach out to those people. You know, when you have a loved one that's lost out there on the highways and driving, and he has a family at home, and they don't come home at the end of the day, it's a real struggle for a lot of people, and for the young families of the drivers in this industry. So we reach out to them through the Survivors Fund, and we send them a check from the industry and from all of our sponsors and supporters, which we couldn't do anything without them, and all of the volunteers and everyone that's helped to create this museum throughout all these years. So, and that's something that's really been close to my heart.
My favorite part about being in this industry is the friendships that I have. And we can have a conversation with someone that's not in the industry for 5 minutes and it's over. You have a conversation with someone that is in the industry and it can last for hours and hours and hours. So that is my absolute favorite part of this industry.
The Wall of the Fallen that's here at the Towing Museum on South Broad Street here in Chattanooga, part of the reason that the whole museum itself is in Chattanooga is because this is where the birthplace of towing started. Ernest Holmes, so it's been over 100 years that he created the first tow trucks, and it all started here in Chattanooga. So that's what brought the museum into this area. We just didn't pick Chattanooga, it was because of the Holmes industry. Now since then, Miller Industries is very close to Chattanooga, and they have continued that process. The monument out in front of our museum is the Wall of the Fallen, and that has 300 plus names on it from operators that have been killed in the line of duty in towing related form or fashion, whether they've had an incident just doing their job or they've been struck by passing motorists. The details don't matter of how it happened. The fact is they got up one day to go to work and they didn't get to go home. And the thing that scares me the most about what we do for a living is the effort that we've constantly put out there is the slow down and move over, is give these men and women a break on the side of the road while they're just out there trying to help somebody. That's all. We're not out there because we want to be there. And it can be very dangerous and it can be very stressful and it's unplanned. We don't get to pick where we go. We don't get to pick when we go. We have somebody that's out there and they're in harm's way or they have a problem. I mean, it could be as simple as running out of gas. It could, the reasons are endless. But in the towing world, we have to respond. We're obligated by some police contracts, some by patrol contract, some by club work, or just a random phone call from a stranger that says, hey, I have a problem, please come help me. And my message that I have constantly said to other people is just give us a break when we're there. Slow down, move over. It doesn't take a whole lot to do that. And I'm still not upset, but kind of confused and a little scared why people don't see the lights or see someone with their four-ways on and just, slow down and move over. I mean, sometimes you can move over, sometimes you can't. That's why you just need to slow down and kind of be prepared. Get off your phone. Get off what you're distracting you from keeping your vehicle where it's supposed to be. And that's a message that I think it gets over preached a little bit. I think people get a little desensitized by it. But if you did what we do for a living, you would know about it. You would make sure, and I'm overly hyper about it, to try to just make sure whether it's somebody changing their own tire or law enforcement or whatever, somebody just sitting off to the side of the road. So that's the message, and my dream is to try to just really get them to be aware of it. And it's not just a saying, it's something that I'm asking anybody that turns the key or pushes the button on their car and they're driving down the road to be aware of.
One of the things I'd say about slow down, move over is, and we talk about this in our organization, every place we go, is when we go to rescue someone, and that's what we call it, I don't call it towing, I call it a rescue because that's what we do. We rescue people, we rescue vehicles. When you're stuck in traffic because there's an accident, we're the ones that are clearing the road so you can get home. And that it's somebody's family member. When we go to pick you up, it's somebody's brother, it's someone's sister's mom, whatever the case may be. And it's the same with our drivers. And we've done countless studies where we've taken newscasters out and said, watch. And we pull on the side of the road, put on our lights, and it can take up to 20, 30 minutes just so our guy can open the door to do his job. And this slow down, move over, I just can't imagine being the driver that inadvertently hit one of our drivers and killed them, because it changes their life too. And it's something as simple as just slow down. And we all are in a hurry, and we're all in our own bubbles when we're in our car, and we forget that there are other things going on. Just slow down. If it's going to take maybe add 2 or 3 more minutes to your commute, but it could change your entire life. And not just the driver that you've injured or killed, but just that I can't imagine the guilt if you were that person that did that. And so it's all about being cognizant of what's around you. And our vehicles now have gotten so comfortable with the big screens now, and we've got the phones and the radio that it feels like a big bubble. And it is. And we've all done things where we get and look around and go, oh God, did I just cut that person off? And maybe I need to pay a little bit more attention. And this is something real simple. You see lights on regardless. And honestly, I'd even say if you see someone broke down on the side of the road, slow down, move over. Just because it could save somebody's life.
Also, what we have here at the Towing Museum is the Wall of the Fallen, where we honor those people that have passed in the industry and all those people that have been killed on the highways, just out there helping people on a daily basis. And I've got 2 friends, 2 of our drivers that were with our company, Emerald, through the years, whose names are on that wall out there. One of them, Joseph Riccadelli, who was struck and killed on I-95 while he was assisting the Florida Highway Patrol, and a car came along and just did not slow down and move over. And that's a big passion of all of ours here at the Towing Museum, and also in the industry, just trying to reach out to people and express to people how much they need to just slow down, move over, pay attention, and please get off your phones when you're driving. It's become, years ago, we all used to worry about the drunk drivers. And obviously you still have to worry about those people today and the people that are impaired, but everyone is on their phones. And even when you're hands-free, you're not paying attention. You're paying more attention to your conversation than you are to just actually driving down the highway. So, and the chances of you striking and killing someone, you're just affecting so many lives. You're going to affect that family, obviously, of the person that you hit, but you're also going to affect your own life. Obviously, you're charged criminally, and your family too that's going to have to deal with that. So, we just beg and plead everyone every day and just try to reach out to people to just please slow down and move over.
I think the biggest message that we can send to everyone is recognize and understand the move over law. The move over law is just so important to all of our operators on the side of the road. I think if you could send a message out and share that with everybody, it is that they are first responders, and pay attention to them just as well as you would any other set of lights on the side of the road.
I saw this hat yesterday, and I think it is so cool. And I am doing the best I can because I'm from Chicago and I usually swear a little bit. So I would like to say that this logo and what we're doing together with the Lookouts / the Wreckers is pretty effing unbelievable. And I'm excited for it because it's been a long time since the towing world has gotten some level of respect and gotten to a point where it's not the down and dirty business that everybody thinks it is. So when I saw this, I just thought it was cool. And I did my best to bribe the folks yesterday to get this hat.
My first reaction is, why aren't you letting me have this? The second reaction is, quite honestly, it almost brought tears to my eyes. Because our industry, like I said earlier, is not looked at generally as rescuers. We're looked at as people who steal from people. We scratched your bumper, we're charging too much, we stole your vehicle, those types of things. And so to have us represented in a light like this is incredibly awesome. And we talked yesterday when you guys all came out, and I said, hey, can you add slow down, move over? And he said, we're already doing that. And for me, what that did is, I'm not kidding, I got teary-eyed, and I'm getting goosebumps now, because this means the world to our industry. It was kind of like with Tow Mater came out with the cartoon. It added a little bit of flair and positive energy, and I think that's what it does with this. And so I don't know where your hat went to, but no, I am so proud. And like I said, I'm in Portland, so it's a full day flight. My wife and I are flying out for the opening when they play to help do that. Awesome. And so that's how positive I think this is, and I'm already getting goosebumps.
This is awesome. This is just fantastic. Every little boy's a baseball fan, right? Everybody loves baseball. And this is, when they came through yesterday, honest to God, I was ready to cry, like Mike said. I mean, I've got goosebumps right now. I mean, we work so hard at the museum and in this industry to just try to be recognized, not for what we do, but for the recognition of all the people, and to make people try to understand that, we're professionals and we're just out there to help you. So when someone comes along like your organization and wants to be part of our team and to help us spread the message about slow down, move over, I mean, it just excites us. It's like we're all bubbling and giddy about it, and we just can't wait to be part of it. I just think it's going to be so fantastic. I want to be here for Media Day. I want to get my tickets. We were talking about it earlier, let's get that link going so we can all, to all the board members, so we can get tickets and be here for those games. But I think it's really going to help us in the museum. It's going to help us to reach such a larger audience than we ever have been able to before. Because obviously, it's not just the 5,000 people that might show up at Saturday night at a game. It's all the people, because they're connected to the Reds, and it's all those people that are baseball fans, and I think it's really going to be something special. So, yeah, I know I can't have the hat, but, now that it's been on my head, you may want to give it to me.
It looks good on you, so that color looks really good on
I'll trade it in for a larger one, because I got a fat head.
It's perfect. It was perfect from the very beginning. It's absolutely perfect. It represents a lot of fun and a lot of good.